Hey folks, how's it going? So I'm mainly doing this video just to try out the new microphone that I've received. It's a Maono microphone. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, but yeah, it's supposed to provide studio quality as opposed to the Blue Yeti Snowball I've been using for like the past 6+ years or so for my videos. And it's done its job fairly well, but I think it's just finally time for an upgrade. The audio quality was especially noticeable when I was comparing my audio to Manga Commons in the Persona 1 video, and I asked him what microphone he uses because his audio was clearer than mine, and he sent me a link to a one that he roughly uses. And this isn't the exact same one that he sent me, but it is of the same brand, so figured I'd give it a go. And yeah, so speaking of Persona, hope you guys enjoy the Persona 2 Innocent Sin video. That'll be after Beyond Good and Evil, and then we will finally finish off the series of videos with Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. That's part 2 of the Persona 2 duology. But yeah, beforehand, we do have the Beyond Good and Evil video, which I apologize for that being a bit delayed on, because yeah, I had to sort out a new laptop charger. The old one I was using finally blew its fuse, so had to spend a week sorting a new one out. But at least that gave me some time to work on the Persona 2 Innocent Sin script, which I have now completed and sent to Manga Common, because he's going to be coming back for that video, and hopefully the Eternal Punishment video as well. And so after the Persona videos are finally done, after like 2 years or so, yeah, the Persona 5 video was like in 2018, sometime around there. But yes, after that, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to be doing another couple videos before going into the next marathon, which I'm sure some of you know what it is already, because I posted it on the channel's community page, and that's going to be a marathon of Fire Emblem. And I've suddenly been in the mood to play some Fire Emblem because ever since the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity announcement, my brother and I were discussing how much better Fire Emblem Warriors was, how much more fun we had with that. And yeah, that just suddenly clicked with me that I should maybe do a Fire Emblem marathon. I've been meaning to do so for a while, but there's a lot you need to go through in a Fire Emblem game. Well, not just given how long the games are, but yeah, there's quite a bit to talk about. Um, I wouldn't maybe not quite to the extent of the Persona games. So if you found those videos to be rather exhausting, I imagine the Fire Emblem ones will be a little easier to swallow. But we'll see what happens anyway. I also want to make this clear because I don't think some people quite got the memo, but I'm actually only doing the Western releases. So all the Fire Emblem games that were released in the West, which there are already a ton of. So I'm not going to do any of the Japanese exclusives. Although a couple of you were very quick to point out Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War, which for the Super Famicom, which for apparently introduces some of the features that will become a series staple, like the weapons triangle, and I think the support system as well, but I'm not quite sure about that. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so I'm not going to do any of the Japanese Fire Emblems, so I apologize for that. But yeah, as I said, there's already a ton of Western Fire Emblem games, and not to mention there's Fire Emblem Fates, which is basically like a trilogy. So yeah, I have to go through all that as well, and Fire Emblem Three Houses as well. That's basically like there's basically like three separate playthroughs you can do, because you can choose each of the three houses, and there's like a whole unique story to them. So yeah, that there's a lot to cover. But we'll see. As I said, we'll see how it goes anyway. And but I also wanted to do another marathon that was based on sequels to games that I covered about it ranges from maybe just recently to around 6 years ago, maybe even further than that. So For example, I would maybe do a review of Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2 March of the Minis, now that I can legitimately record 3DS and DS games. And then I can also do Ape Escape 2, which I covered back in 2014, I want to say. It was when I was still in university. And then late into the marathon, we can maybe do Destroy All Humans 2, which I already have the footage for. Just need to put the video together. And yeah, also do Shenmue 2 at some point as well, just to just to carry on with the series. I want to talk about all three games. But yeah, I want to take my time with them as well. And then I'm sort of debating about this one because yeah, I'm not quite sure if this would technically count, but yeah, maybe to end the marathon, we'll do Zelda Majora's Mask, which does technically take place after Ocarina of Time. Because the story is about Link following Navi, trying to search for her, but he accidentally stumbles across Termina. So it's a completely different story in Majora's Mask, but in a sense, it does kind of take place after Ocarina of Time, at least in the timeline anyway. In the rare instance that there actually is a sequel to a Zelda game. But yes, I'll leave that for you guys to decide. If you want me to add that to the marathon, and also add in the comments if you would like to see a dual marathon, because it probably would wear me out, but it'll be an interesting little experiment to try out for the channel anyway. I've been kind of wanting to do both marathons, but like I can't really seem to decide what I want to do first between the sequel marathon or the Fire Emblem marathon. So I just figured, hell, why not do both? But yeah, I'll let you guys decide that. Decide that anyways. Let me know what you think. And at some point, I really need to do another marathon for Zelda as well. I've been saying this on my channel time and time again that I need to talk about other Zelda games, like the 3D ones. The 3D ones in particular, I've had on my mind for so long, like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword. Luckily, I've already done Breath of the Wild, so that's good. That's one down. Just got a few more to go. But yeah, I want to talk about those at some point. I've got so many ideas here for marathons, but like Zelda games, Fire Emblem games, and well, maybe not so much the sequels, but there's some very big games in that list, and that require a lot of discussion. There's a lot of things to talk about with each of them, and I just can't really jumble them all together. I'm only one guy doing these videos. I don't have like a crack team of editors and script writers and such. It's just me. But yeah, we'll see how it goes anyway. But yes, that is mainly what I wanted to discuss. Just talk about the idea of dual marathons, or a dual marathon, and just wanted to know what you guys thought, what you guys would think of it, and also what you think of the new microphone. See if my audio is clear, and if this will be good for future voiceovers in future videos. And so thank you all for watching anyway. With all that said, yeah, hope you guys enjoy the Beyond Good and Evil video. As I said, it should take maybe, or may have said, I can't remember, but it should take like 2 or 3 days to finish. And I hope you guys also enjoyed the Persona 2 videos when they release as well. So thank you everyone for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourselves.